Hello, my name is Ben Harrison, and today for my third speech, I'm going to be doing an informative on how to properly marinate and cook a steak. The audience members today will be my dad, my mom, my sister, and my friend Kyler, who's the cameraman. So the two main points I'm going to be going over today are how to properly marinate and cook a steak. First off, you're going to want to get your marinating ingredients. You're going to have your Lowry seasoned salt, your Worcestershire sauce, Montreal steak seasoning, and black pepper. You're going to take your steak and put it on your cutting board or plate. First off, you're going to take the Worcestershire, and I would say put 4 to 5 good heavy drops over the front face. You're going to want to rub that in, flip it over a few times to make sure that the juices are all along the entire steak. Make sure to keep a napkin nearby to wipe off the juices from your hands. Next, I take the Lowry salt, and I'm going to do a couple sprinkles along the entire face. You really don't need much, you don't want to overdo it. Next, take your steak seasoning, and it's really thick, so you don't need much at all, just a little bit of flavor. And finally, you're going to take black pepper and do about 3 of these. You're going to want to rub it in at the very end just like before to make sure that the marinade stays on the steak and gets into the skin. And there you have it, marinated New York strip. Moving on to the next point on how to properly cook the steak, and actually a trick I learned on the internet from reddit.com. It actually is a palm trick you can use to tell how done the steak is when it's on the grill. So if you look at your palm of your hand, you have a muscle right here on your thumb. This is going to indicate that the steak is raw. This will indicate rare, medium, medium well, and well done. So you can always poke the steak with a knife or a fork and determine how done the steak is just by that. As you can see, if you zoom in on the PowerPoint here, this is actually what different steaks look like at different lengths of cooking. You're going to have your very cool red center for rare, just a little bit red center for medium rare, medium will be a pink center, medium well will be a pink center with a brown edge, and well done will be a fully cooked steak all the way brown. My favorite is medium rare. I believe that's the best way to cook a steak. Obviously, it's up to your own personal preference. Now for a conclusion of the steps of this tutorial. You're going to want to first gather your ingredients. You're going to prepare your steak for marinating. Marinate the steak. You're going to want to allow time for seasoning as well. The longer that the steak is marinated, usually the better it will taste. So if you can give it, a few hours before you cook the steak, that's going to be the best way to have a perfectly cooked steak. You're going to want to place that steak on a grill or your cooking surface for the cooking. And once you've done that, you're able to use either of those 2 tricks I taught you to be able to tell how done the steak is. I believe that being able to properly cook a steak is an important skill to have in college, because many times I'll have friends over that would want to cook out, grill out, and I'm able to actually properly marinate and cook steaks for everybody, and I believe it's a great skill to have, especially as a college student.